Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Katie and today we're doing yoga for when you feel tired. So if you're feeling physically, mentally or emotionally tired, this class is going to give you an opportunity just to rest on your yoga mat. You might need some yoga blocks for some of the poses that we're going to do, and I also want you to be super comfortable, so you might grab some pillows and a blanket as well, especially for our 10-minute final relaxation at the end of this class. So go and get ready and then we'll meet back here in a seat on the mat. Begin by finding your most comfortable way to sit. You can always use your yoga blocks or cushion to sit up on here. We'll only be here for a few minutes at the start. Once you are settled, take some time to lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders, and tuck your chin gently towards your chest. From here, you can close your eyes or just relax your gaze. Loosen your jaw and start to soften your body as much as you can. Bring some awareness to your breath and start to take some deep breaths in and long breaths out. Before we get into our practice, I just want to start by saying that if you are feeling tired, I think a lot of us are feeling tired right now, so you're not alone in those feelings. And I'm a firm believer in rest, so I'm really proud of you for coming and taking this time just to relax and rest on your yoga mat. Staying exactly as you are with your eyes closed, we'll move into a breathing exercise. We're going to inhale for the count of 5 and then exhale for the count of 7. So if you can, breathe in through your nose for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And keep going to your own count. If this count doesn't suit you, you can always adjust. The goal here is just to make our exhale longer than our inhale. Checking in on your shoulders, making sure they're still relaxed. Your jaw hasn't clenched up again. Your body is still nice and soft. Just a few more rounds here. Allow your next exhalation to be the last exhale, and then you can return to a normal breath. When you're ready, you can gently start to open your eyes again. We'll make our way into child's pose, so you can bring your knees to your mat. And we have lots of options here for child's pose. If this pose is hard on your hips or your knees, you can take a yoga block or a cushion and sit up on it for this pose. Now your knees can stay together or they can come wide apart. Keep your big toes touching each other if you can. Hands can reach towards the front of your mat or they can come back to rest next to your feet with your palms faced up. So take some time to experiment, see what works best for you. Forehead will come to the mat, and if it doesn't, that's okay. You can rest it onto your hands, or you can take another yoga block or cushion to rest your forehead on. Feel free to wiggle and adjust as much as you need to until you've found something that works for you. We're going to spend a couple of minutes here feeling the support of the floor beneath you. Just know that you can let any tired muscles drop into the mat. If there's something weighing on your mind that is making you feel tired, you can try to gently close the door on that thought and instead focus on your breath. You can continue with the breathing exercise we just practiced, or you can follow your breath in and out of your body. Another nice anchor for your mind is to focus on the sensations you feel now in this pose. Perhaps you're starting to feel your hips open up, your shoulders. With each exhale, just try to let something go. Relax something in your body. See if you can sink a little bit closer to the floor. Preparing now to come out of the pose, you can bring your hands to the front of the mat if they're not already there. Press your fingers down and use an inhale to slowly pull yourself up. Making our way into tabletop pose. Keep your fingers spread wide apart. Have your wrists below your shoulders and your knees below your hips. We'll do a few rounds of cat and cow. So as you inhale, point your tailbone up, drop your belly, bring your chest forward, look up. As you exhale, point your tailbone down, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, and drop your head. Keep going. Each inhale takes you up into cow pose, and each exhale rounds you down to cat, relieving any tired muscles in your back, in your hips, your shoulders. The next time you're in a neutral spine, you can pause there, bring your hips over to one side and look back over your shoulder on the same side, opening up through the side of your body. Maybe you can stretch the side of your neck as well. Take a big breath in, and then on the exhale, go to the other side, looking back over your opposite shoulder. Take a long breath in. Exhale to come back to center. You can repeat those movements a few more times. Again, loosening up any tightness from the side of your body, side of your neck. Now come back to center. Step your hands towards the top of your mat. Curl your toes onto the back of the mat. Lift your knees and then drag your hips up and back for downward facing dog. We'll just paddle the feet here. A nice pose for tired legs. Just let them stretch and release whatever they're holding on to. With time, you can encourage your head to become a little bit closer to the mat. Maybe your ears come in line with your biceps. Keep pressing your body away from your hands so you start to stretch your back and your spine. Keep your knees bent and keep your tailbone pointed up. Taking a full body stretch here, send your breath into whatever part of your body needs it the most here. On your next breath in, step your right foot forward in between your hands, dropping your back knee to the mat for a low lunge. Keep your front knee directly over your front ankle. Your back toes can stay tucked, or you can bring the top of the foot to the mat. We'll just pause here for a moment, giving tired hips a chance to release. If you're using your yoga blocks today, you can place your hands on top of your blocks, and if not, that's okay. And as the hips start to open up a little bit, maybe each exhale will help you to sink them a little bit lower to the mat, if that's what feels good. We'll spend 1 minute here. Keep your focus on your breath as best you can. Keep sending your breath into your hips. Take your last big breath in and out. And when you're ready, step back into downward facing dog. Take your time to get there. And once you're there, you can paddle your feet again, sway your hips from side to side, or just find some stillness in the pose. When you're ready, take a breath in and this time step your left foot forward, setting yourself up for your lunge. Noticing how this side of the hips feel. And again, just releasing any tension or any tiredness using gravity and your breath. Take one more full breath in and a long breath out. And when you're ready, you can step back to downward dog. With an exhale, drop both knees back down onto the mat, and we'll make our way down to lie on the back of the body now. And we'll be here for the rest of the class, so you can make sure you're nice and comfortable. You have everything that you might need nearby. We'll take a moment here in Savasana pose, so you can have your arms and legs take up as much space as they need. And this might be the moment you're waiting for when you could just lie on the floor. So really try to take advantage of this now. Let the weight of your body just surrender to the floor. Relax your jaw, soften your shoulders. Find a comfortable rhythm of deep breathing. It's very easy for the mind to drift away in these relaxing poses. So if you find you're caught up in some thoughts, just try come back to the sensations you feel within your body. And it might not feel like much is happening here, but the more you notice, the more you notice. we'll start to make our way into reclined cobbler's pose. So whenever you're ready to move again, you can bring the soles of your feet together, making a diamond shape with your legs. The further away your feet are from your body, the easier this will be. And if your knees or hips feel uncomfortable here, you can put yoga blocks or cushions in underneath your legs. Now your hands can come wherever they are naturally drawn to, maybe out to the side of your mat, or they might feel good up past your head if you want to open your shoulders a little bit. Letting your body rest and release any tiredness, any tension. Now we're going to ask our knees to come back up. You can take your time. You can even use your hands if you need to. Eventually then you can step your feet to hip width distance apart. As you exhale, drop both knees to one side. Inhale to pick them up and exhale to drop them to the opposite side. And we'll do some more of these windshield wipers, releasing your hips, your lower back. And the next time your knees are in center, you can pause there. Send your left leg out long and bring the sole of your right foot up onto your left thigh. Your left hand can hold this top knee and your right arm can reach up to the ceiling. We'll stack our hips on top of each other, bringing your knee over towards the left and release your right arm back down to the right. Only twist as far as you can keep both of your shoulders on the mat. So just be conscious that this right shoulder doesn't come up off the mat. You can look up, or for more of a twist, you can look over at your right hand. Here in this supine twist, it might be a little bit more difficult for you to get those deep belly breaths, but still try. Send your breath down deep. Maybe on each exhale you can twist a little bit more, gently twisting out anything that is making you feel tired today. Inhale to lift that right knee back up. Send your right leg out long. Take a moment here just to observe if there's any differences within the two sides of your body. And then we'll take it to the other side by bringing your left foot up onto your right thigh. Right hand will hold the knee, left arm reaches up. Stack your hips, this time bringing your knee over to the right. Release your left arm back down to the left. Both shoulders stay on the mat, and you can look up or you can look over at your left hand. Staying here for 1 minute, wringing out any tension. Keep encouraging those big breaths. On an inhale, you can bring your left knee back up, sending that left foot to the bottom of your mat. Taking another moment here just to observe, noticing if there's any new energy or new feelings within your body. You might feel as though you want to do some windshield wipers again here, or you can bring your knees up into your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs and giving yourself a big hug. Really thanking yourself for showing up, for resting when you knew that you needed to rest. And as we're here in this air releasing pose, just make sure you're not crossing over your legs, that we have both of our feet right beside each other. You can gently squeeze if it feels good, releasing your lower back and your hips. And keep encouraging big belly breaths, even though it is hard in this pose. And when you're ready to release this pose, you can send your legs back down to the bottom of your mat. And now we'll come into our final relaxation. So make yourself really comfortable here. You can grab a pillow and blanket, put on some socks if you need to. Just make yourself really comfortable. Now set yourself up for Savasana pose. Have your palms facing up and allow your arms and legs to come wherever they feel is best for them. You can press the back of your head into the mat, Lift your chest and then bring your shoulder blades a little bit closer to each other. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. We've spent a lot of time focusing on our breath today, so now you can let the awareness of your breath go and just let your body breathe as it naturally does. Now bring your awareness down to your feet. And start to feel the muscle within your feet unraveling, making your feet feel loose and heavy. And your feet start to drop into your mat. Now your knees start to relax, feeling your kneecaps loosening. Your knees become heavy and they start to drop into your mat. Bringing your awareness up into your hips, feeling all of the muscles within your hips loosening. Your hips become heavy now, and they start to melt into the mat. Bring your awareness to your hands, muscles relaxing. Even your fingernails start to feel heavy. Your hands are dropping into the floor. Your shoulders become heavy. All of the muscles unraveling, relaxing. Your shoulders start to drop into the mat. Your facial muscles are soft. Your jaw is loose. Your head is heavy. And your head starts to drop into the mat. Your entire body now is completely relaxed. We'll allow the body to drift into a deep relaxation, staying here for the next few minutes, and I'll let you know when it's time to come back. slowly start to bring a little bit of awareness back now. Whenever you're ready, you can make some small movements. Maybe connecting to your breath again. In your own time, you can come to lie on the right side of your body. And we'll stay here for a moment, taking a few big breaths again. And as you're here, just thank your body for everything that it was able to do. And if you came here because your body is tired, you can thank it for letting you know. And thank it for getting you to slow down and for taking this rest. From here, you can slowly push yourself back up, making your way back up into your seat. And we'll end our practice just as we started, here in our seat. Once you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes again. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. A few more just like that. After your next exhale, you can slowly open the eyes again. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you are feeling a little bit less tired, but if you are still feeling tired, of course, you can continue to rest for today, I hope. If you liked this practice, please let me know. I would be happy to make more practices just like this. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you for the next practice, but until then, take care and goodbye.